G'day, this is Captainoob, and I'm going to kill Earl Williams with this. This is an alien blaster. Disintegrator even. It's like a blaster, but a bit longer with a rifle stock with no bloody trigger guard. What's up with that, stupid aliens? So this one's got the same rolls. It's actually a different alien disintegrator than I use in the Spotlight, but same rolls, so a little bit of consistency there I think is nice. It's bloodied, so we'll be doing this at Nerd Rage to maximize our criticals. And we've got the lucky tertiary legendary effect, which means if we do die, and we have less than optimal luck than you'd usually use for critting every other shot, that won't matter, we'll just get the crits. We'll miss out on a little bit of that bloody damage though. The faster fire rate is there just for volume of fire. I feel like this thing would be slightly, just a little bit too slow than the normal fire rate, so we'll be smashing on the criticals a little bit faster using this at the expense of total maximum damage per shot, which I think is worth it. Here are my perks. You'll note that I've dumped intelligence for a bunch of endurance, including Life Giver, Rejuvenated, Ironclad because it was on left, and 3 in Fireproof. Also worth mentioning that I'm using a asbestos line chest piece for my unyielding chest because I don't want to die to the fire geysers. They're kind of annoying. And like you'd expect, we've got all of these ranks in Commando. I've got Tank Killer for a little bit of armor penetration. Ground Pound is there to increase our hipfire accuracy ever so slightly and give us a slightly faster reload time. And we've got Critical Savvy and better criticals for smashing out the criticals like I was talking about earlier. We've got Bloody Mess to give me a little bit more damage. Escape Artist so I can sneak, and Sneak so I can sneak. Adrenaline so I can kill some peanuts to gather a tiny little bit more damage to use against Earl. Gun Fu is at rank 3. Normally this would be at rank 1 with enough room to utilize the Mr. Sandman perk, but this thing doesn't actually have a suppressor on it. Although the barrel is silent, it's not actually regarded as a suppressor, so that'll do nothing for us. So we get a little bit more damage out of Gun Fu. And batteries included so I can carry tons of my ammos around because I feel like I needed a lot for this. And if we go over to my perks, I've got Follow Through and a whole bunch of extra things here. Had I have done this again, probably would have changed that to taking one for the team, but that wouldn't have done too much, I don't think. The thing still did an okay job. Better than the Gauss Minigun. Let's get started. Alright, so we're on a little bit late start. I had to test the microphone, and it turns out I wasn't using the right one, so we've got a bit of adrenaline running into this. There we go, and looks like we should be sneaking throughout this, obviously. But we've got a bit of adrenaline. We should be able to get a couple of mags in, 40 bullets with that adrenaline strength, just to give us a little bit more of an early run here. And we're not going to get those crits rolling in until the bullets actually get there. But you can hear the crits rolling in when the projectiles get there. And it looks like we're getting about 90-ish. I don't think we're going to be penalized for range here, but okay, if he's going to stay off like that, that's fine. Usually I expect him to be a little bit closer, but he's actually being really standoffish. Might consider crippling his legs just to pin him. I don't know if I can cripple them effectively though. We seem to have gotten rid of his face somehow. Probably just wasting my time. I'll just let him chase me around, so it'll be all good. He's really holding the shift button today. The strafing, it's sort of the fastest I've ever seen him. And it's got to be a little bit wary about when he's spitting. That one didn't even have a telegraph. That's alright. It's actually a bit weird when he's spitting, because he's off. His aim is off a little bit. Now that might be because since this thing's not hit scan, it kind of spoofs where his last known location of view was. If I can sit back just behind and get a little bit of a strafe on, he misses every time, which is an unforeseen benefit of using this weapon for sure. He is going to continue to bullet sponge this up though, and that's unfortunate. Right. That was by far not the worst one he could have done just now. And there's some adrenaline fodder, so pick that up. Even tried to pick up some gun food, didn't have much AP left to use it on. So things are going pretty easy so far, pretty cruisy. It's not very fast. We didn't expect this thing to be fast, so that's okay. Doing a good work. And that's some damage over time. Oh, you got 2 on me just now. Now we've got a lot more endurance than usual, so I think we'll be just fine. Feels like this thing fires more slowly in first person than it does in third. He's getting those damage over time things just right, but he's off with his main gun spit, and he's actually ran onto the drill for that brief second, and that might have pushed him to mutations threshold. So there you go. Some more peanuts around will knock them out. Take them out of the game. Wasted that gun through, but didn't have much AP to utilize there. There we go. We seeing any benefit out of that? We're getting 96 instead of 90. So probably got about 50 more damage out of that. Maybe even less. But see? I was standing there and he shoots there instead. He's got no idea where I am. So I don't know. That's interesting. Obviously, I'd still prefer a hit scan projectile over this 90 times out of 100, 99 times out of 100. If I did want to spoof his targeting systems, though, that's the way to do it. It's unfortunate that we can't get the extra damage benefits using Mr. Sandman with this, but it is what it is. Now we've got full adrenaline. He's sort of close. Kind of wish I brought a shotgun, because I'm not really utilizing gun fu, so that gives me at least 2 ranks. 2 ranks of Enforcer to use here just to pin him and make sure he don't move. That's okay. Got a peanut sitting, trying to drive the forklift. Not on my watch, pal. Let's see that forklift license first. And, ooh, that's a good one. The slowdown spit and everything. He's actually deployed like 3 of those bastards right now. And what can he do other than that, right? Another big whiff from the big man. Not accurate tonight, are we? He's pre-turned aim assist off for the first time, and now he sucks, so get what you deserve, mate. There we go. Couple of 97s for the crits in that. You take what you can get. In fact, we get 1 more hold damage out of that entire gun through streak. What can you do? That one was on point. Serendipity must have helped us there, because I did not take any damage whatsoever. Ooh. That's why we picked the endurance. That's why we stacked it, because that would have killed me under normal circumstances. And this thing's gonna break right now, actually. Now, if I swing my fist, I'll get instantly detected, so don't do that. 1 quick repair later, and reload. And we're good. So, we do have asbestos line on our chest, so we can totally sit here and tank the fire if it comes down. Won't affect us whatsoever. May as well get some hip firing in, just to show you the difference. 28 on the headshots when hip firing, and you get how much? 90, so it's like triple damage. That's why we run VATS builds these days. I'm not even sure if VATS crits are supposed to scale that way, but they kind of do, so whatever. We're just edging on this thing's maximum range here there, and I think that one went through the legs. Nice one. Know how to make it cinematic. He's actually backing off. If I could sort of get me and him lined up with the drill there, he might want to sit on the drill for a little bit. And that's a naughty damage over time. He forgot to pack his asbestos line chest piece, that's for sure. And we're coming in at a time which is... Jeeps. Almost died there. When the audio went away to signify that I was almost dead, you could hear the crits rolling in, just that ever bit clearer. If you take a shot for how many crits I get in this video, oh man, you'd be dead within the first 2 minutes, I reckon. Anyways, we'll keep going. That's a little bit too close. He's calling in reinforcements. I can deal with that. Back into caution now. We'll get a couple more shots in here. He's a big target. The hip fire on this thing is, well, it's not stellar, but it's big enough that he's big enough that he fills up the whole entire crosshair, so we can deal with that. And there's not too much left in this fight. Should be a cruisy finish here. Just gotta hold down that space bar when we're shooting him in bats, and that's how it does. I don't think we can get faster than this out of a alien blaster though. Although the mag capacities are close, I'd be bloody... My fingers will bloody be smashed into atoms from spamming on mouse button 1 all those times. We'll quickly finish this off with a bit of gun fu, a bit of adrenaline. Just try to stack some of these bonuses late in this fight. And we are in danger now, so we'll go over here and then fade back into the shadows. Not quite, except quite. Righto. I'd say maybe 3 more bat streaks and that's it for him. Big old bullet sponge and his damage reduction. Designed for teams, he is. Not for me. There. And that is it for the alien blaster. It wouldn't have broken on me if I didn't choose to not have gunsmith, but you know, we had repair kits on standby and I can find slightly more points of endurance out of this, so it all worked out, didn't it? Gotta take these heads off. That's how you kill a Wendigo, you gotta sever the heads. Ow. That's a double hit there, did you see that? A triple hit. I like how the big one can't kill me, but the little one just hits me 3 times. Thrice even. But we'll head out of this mine. So that there was an alien blaster bloodied fire rate lucky against Earl, and it's better than a Gauss Minigun. Obviously. Is it great? Is it worth dailying? Nah. I'd much use a laser rifle over this just because it's got the hit scan projectiles, because obviously the projectiles move at the speed of light, but there's a little bit more versatility you find in laser guns than these things, and plus these bloody trigger guards. What's up with that? Come on, aliens. Look, it's easy to see that the Zetans are controlled by an even superior alien race, and because you look at their weapons and they've got no bloody safety features. They look cheaply made for sci-fi tech, right? So, you know, the Ethereals are out there, or maybe even the Mass Effect Reapers. They'll get ya.